That cover makes me want to learn how to braid hair. Hello, you fucks. Welcome to John Solo's Beard Brigade. I'm John Solo. You are not. This is little Alyssa Gramling over here, celebrating, 2 weeks now, sleeping with your father.
I'm not sleeping with my father.
I do enjoy that joke immensely. So
They're leaving tomorrow.
Yay! Look at that. What are you going to do with all that space and time?
I have no idea.
I bet you Amazon's going to be at your door a lot. I expect there's going to be a lot more bullet breakers in our future. Oh, I enjoy myself.
You never know.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, I thought you were going to say something there, but apparently no, we've summed it up. Alyssa's dad is leaving tomorrow, so she has a bedroom.
And my sister and her boyfriend.
That's awesome.
And the little chihuahua that looks like a rat gremlin.
That kind of describes my, we have a little cockapoo named Jackson, and yeah, same kind of description. But we had not as many releases this week as the last few, but still a good amount. And we got a lot to go through. So let's get to it. This is your, man, I nailed down this succinct way to say this last week, and now I can't remember how I did it. Your weekly romance audiobook release.
Extravaganza. I don't know.
Wrap up. I don't know. You know what we do.
No, that comes at the end of the year. My favorite.
Right.
Top 20 things.
Right. And also remember that neither of us look over the pronunciations of any of these author names, narrator names. So that's half the fun, is us mispronouncing things.
Well, hopefully it'll be a lot better this week than it was last week with names.
We shall see, but I seriously doubt it.
Right.
First one this week we had coming into the... well, here it is. The Peppermint Mocha Kisses, PM Kisses, Book 1 by B.L. Maxwell, narrated by Guy Verizer, or Verizer, or I'm not exactly sure, Guy. I tried my best, all right? Then we had...
Below Deck by B.L. Maxwell, narrated by Daniel Downs.
You know, if you say that title, like Below Deck instead... Anyways, next we had... Broken Bird, The Last Picks, Book 4 by Gregory Ash, narrated by one of our friends, Andrew Gibson. Then we had...
All Roads Lead to... Okay. All Roads Lead to You, a 1980s stepbrother road trip romance. Interesting. By Courtney W. Dixon, narrated by Harley Chase.
Nice. Then we had Prisoner, Steel Pack, Book 1 by... Now, are we saying... Gigi or Gigi?
I'm going to say Gigi.
All right. Gigi DeGram, narrated by Kurt Graves. I'm sure Kurt could correct us on that. Next, we had...
Atlas, Paranormal Protectors On Guard, Book 1 by Michelle Frost, narrated by Zachary Zaba.
Love that name. Then we had Gardens and Ghosts, Relic Book 5 by Masmatics, narrated by, again, Kurt Graves. Congrats, Kurt. You had a bunch come out this week.
Yeah, he was a busy man.
Exactly.
Winning the Dad. Okay. Forestville Silver Foxes by Nora Phoenix, narrated by Michael Dean.
Nice. Congratulations there, Nora and Michael. A Bloom in Winter by J.R. Ward, narrated by Jim Fragione, or Fragioni, or something like that.
Oh, no. I was about to say, yeah, have fun with that
one. I'm sure it's obvious. I'll ask Michael Blumelo. Then we had...
Without Limits, Cobalt Security, Book 3 by Reese Knightley, narrated by Declan Winters.
Nice. Next, we had a sample sent in by Tor Tom, so let's flip over to that. Here we go.
This is Tor Tom, with a small sample from Perfectly Peculiar Pixie, Phlox's story. With an understanding nod, I picked up the warm glass of blood Lizbeth inconspicuously slid my way. I raised the glass her direction in thanks, before draining half the glass in one go. Like most vampires, I had my own preference. Human made up the bulk of nearly every vampire's diet, but a little extra something added a kick now and again. Before claiming Peaches as his beloved, LaCroix's favorite drink was human with a hint of ogre. If I'd still been human, I would have shivered at the thought. While I cared for and respected my king, I did not share his blood palate. It's becoming a trend, I needlessly said, now sipping my drink.
That cover makes me want to learn how to braid hair, and I don't know why.
Okay.
That's awesome. Thanks, Tori, for sending that in, man. And Cooper North, obviously, congratulations on the release, and MJ May there. We appreciate you sending it in, and hopefully everybody enjoys it. Next, we had Taken by the Lord of the Nocturne Court, Dark Companions Book 1 by K.A. American, narrated by Jamie Treslian and John Hartley. Then we had
Best of Friends with Benefits by Annabelle Jacobs, narrated by Den Callie.
Dan Callie. Congratulations there. Then we had The Bones in the Yard. Oh, okay, so they're not talking about that kind of bone.
No.
Beyond the Veil, Book 5, written by K.M. Avery, narrated. You can tell what kind of day I'm going to have. Narrated by Declan Winters. Then we had
The Reclusive Mountain Man, Moving to the Mountain series by Casey Cox, narrated by Kurt Graves.
Dude, did he get Thor to do his cover there? I mean, that's fucking him, man. That looks exactly like... I'm blowing this cover up for a second. That's the fucking dude that plays Thor. That's amazing.
That's not the dude that plays Thor.
It looks a hell of a lot like him. Now,
Okay, well, maybe he's got a twin or a doppelganger somewhere.
It could be Casey Cox with a beard as far as that goes. Casey Cox is a damn good-looking man. That could very well be an Australian mountain man going on there. Congratulations on the release, obviously, Casey and Kurt. Good to see y'all. Next, we had Alpha's Touch, claimed Book 2 by Shannon West, narrated by Gabriel McKnight. Then we had
Scarred by J.M. Snyder, narrated by Nick Johnson.
What's going on there? I gotta pull. Now I'm gonna go forward.
He's straddling a bike.
Yeah, looking on that there. Okay, all right, fair enough. Now I see what's going on.
I had to blow it up too to see what he was doing when I first saw it.
He's having a lot of fun on that bike. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then we had Awakening Trust, Crushed Hearts, Book 3 by Anna Catmore, narrated by Denver Adams and James Cortez. Then we had
Night Trials, Midnight Magic, Book 3 by Richard Amos, narrated by Tom North and C.J. Wayne.
Then we had Like a Wildfire by Layla Lochran, narrated by Joe Arden and Sean Masters. And
I've got this one.
You do?
Yes, I do.
A lot of people are fans of the Joe Arden voice.
Yes, we are.
Yep, I can't wait to hear what goes on with that.
Yeah,
Finally,
me neither.
last one of the week, we had Wanted, Wrong Side of the Tracks, Book 5 by K.A. American, narrated by Nathan Kelly. And finally, what we've all been waiting for, what you listened to this week. You go ahead and tell us, and I promise I won't say a thing.
You always do, and you always say that too. Okay, I listened to the Step Don't, which is Book 2 of the Peachtree Step Bros series by Devin McCormick and Riley Hart, narrated by Tim Page.
Peach State, not Peach Tree, although it all translates to butt, but...
It's in Georgia, so
right.
Yeah.
Peach. Well, I understand that people in Georgia might perhaps have more voluptuous booty, but that's what it's referring to with the peach, right? Because
Georgia peaches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so we're on
The
the same
food
page.
that I don't eat.
I don't care. I don't need to know if you like eating. Anyways.
I don't like the fruit.
she's
I can't
got
stand the smell of it
she's
either.
got her bed back. It's going to be a crazy
No,
week
my
this
God.
week.
No, get your mind out of together. Even I'm saying this. Wow. Anyway, here we go. It's a bullet breaker.
Hey-o.
And also 5 stars. It was a really good book. Colin and Ash are 2 stepbrothers that get along very well. And they're from the same frat house. Yes. Ash is on an app, which is like a webcam site. He only goes on it a few times because somebody he hooked up with told him about it. And when his stepbrother sees the app on his phone, it was like a don't lie to the other stepbrother, and he kept this from him, and it was a whole big thing. And one thing leads to another. They end up together. Tom, not Tom. Tom? Where'd Tom come from? Tim did an amazing job with the characters, bringing them to life, and he does make some pretty good noises. Pretty noises. Riley and Devin work very well together, and I'm loving the series, however long it might be. And these are not standalones, and they have to be read in order to get the full experience, and there will be a third book. I just don't know when it comes out yet.
Nice. Tim always does a great job. He's a
Yes, he
fantastic
does.
narrator, man. And congratulations. I've never read Devin, but I have read Riley, and I love Riley's work too. So thank you for putting all this together. I appreciate it. Good
You're
job
welcome.
with congratulations on getting your bed back this week. That's going to be freaking awesome. I expect many an Amazon truck to arrive at your house over the course of the
I
next couple of
doubt
weeks. Thank you all for listening. Enjoy yourselves. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.